Hi, traders, and welcome to the PL Capital Market Review. Today is Friday, September 29th. Markets are closed. In this video, we're going to look at the S&P, Nasdaq, and the Russell. So let's go. All right. Actually, we're going to start with the upcoming economic calendar. A couple big data points next week. On Monday, you got manufacturing PMI. Tuesday's a big one, JOLTS, job openings. Wednesday, got some composite and services PMI. You got the ISM services PMI, factory orders, and employment. Thursday, you got the usual jobless claims, a couple Fed speeches going on, and then Friday is the big one, the non-farm payrolls. So some big data points. I can definitely see the markets moving in those. All right, let's go on to the charts. Going to start with the S&P. And let me turn this on here. So futures contract. In my last video, I had this labeled different. I had this as a three-wave move for A. As you can see, I've changed that to W. We'll get into Y. So this is X, and now I see them completing the Y wave on Wednesday. So I thought they were going to come down. I thought this was going to be A, B, and then this was going to be the start of an ending diagonal. And that was 1, that was 2, and then they come down for 3, 4, and a 5. But they didn't do that. So they came down, in just a three-wave pattern. So A, B, and then this ending diagonal. So that's a three-wave pattern. So then that just means that we change the labeling. That's really all that changes. So WXY. So WXY, that's a corrective pattern, and that could be the low is in, and now we go and take out the top. I don't think that's what's going to be in place here. So I think anytime you have a WXY, you got the potential for an X and then the Z. And I think that's what's happening here. Can't really tell so much on the S&P as we will see on the Nasdaq. This wave obviously is really important here because this will tell us what they're doing. So we drill down, and so far I just have a three-wave pattern: A, B, and C. And now they've come down, and then A, B, and a C. So now both of these I don't think are complete. So I think this first ABC, I think that's just going to be A, and this ABC, that could be all the correction, and we go up. So this ABC, that'll be B, and then we're going to go up one more time before we come and take out that low. So now this B wave also might not be in. Like this first ABC, that might just be the A wave of the third wave. You know, they're correcting now. They might come back down one more time, then go up. You know, so then you have an ABC, and that'll be A, B, and then they'll come up for C. So I think it's going to be choppy, and given, you know, the data points that are coming out next week, you could be getting this push-pull kind of tug-of-war thing going on. You know, each data point, looks good. The next one comes out and it's bad. So, going up and down, and that, I think that's a very high probability that we, could take out 43.11, but then come up, take out 43.71, and then come all the way down and take out 42.77. So I think the S&P is going to be a little turbulent in this range here. So let's see if that plays out. Moving on to the Nasdaq. So here is why. So if we just zoom out, it's going to have the same basic overall structure, W and X, and then here was A, B, and C. And so that's why on the Nasdaq. So same deal. Now, when I drill in here, what I see so far is a three-wave pattern. W, three waves here, and then three waves for a Y. So this is a WXY, where on the S&P it's a ABC. Not that it matters a whole lot. But what was key was they broke that level right there, the X level. They broke that literally by a quarter point. So they came down on this wave and broke that. So that's important. Well, for me it is, because there was a possibility that they were creating a leading diagonal. So instead of W, that could have been 1, 3 ways for 2, 3 ways for 3 up here. And then they could have been coming down 3 ways for a 4 and then go back up. But they didn't do that. So they broke that. So that WXY is over. Now, I guess there is the possibility that this WXY, that's just a 3-wave move for 1, and they're starting a what will end up being a massive leading diagonal. So far we do have 3 waves, A, B, C. So that could be 2. So this next wave then will obviously tell us, if that's in play, if this is going to be the start of a massive leading diagonal, because then they'll come up for a 3 in 3 waves, and then go down for 4 and then up for 5. But I think more likely what's going to happen, this is WXY, and like I said, so far we've got ABC, and then we got a WXY. So I could see them actually coming back down, take out that C level. What is that? 14, 8, 11. Give you a 3-wave move. And this will be the X wave. So it'd be WXY, and then this will be a 3-wave move for X. And then go up in 3 waves. Break 1560, and that'll be the Z wave. So we'll see if this plays. We'll have to see how strong this move up is, because if they just make a 3-wave move here, like I said, this WXY, that actually could be one of the start of a leading diagonal. So we'll have to see how strong this wave up is. The stronger it is, obviously, then that's looking more like, like if they just come flying up here, either break it or get really close, then there's definitely a possibility that, that'll be 3, so it'll be 1, 2, 3. But if they, if they like just break it, then I think that's going to be the Z wave. And then we'll come back down and take out that low. So that's the play that I'm favoring, that this is all correction for one more down. So I think it's going to be choppy and really messy, but they're going to be breaking lows and breaking the high, but I think there's still one more down for this big correction. That'll be WXYXZ, and then the market would be in a position to start heading higher. All right, Russell. So the Russell is still looking like this triangle is definitely in play, and they're coming down for the D wave. And so far, all I see is 1, 2, and we need 3 waves for this D wave. And to me, it looks like this is going to be an ending diagonal. So we got 1, 2, and then 1, 2, 3 waves for 3. And now they're in the process of creating the 3 waves for the 4. And then they'll come back down in 3 waves for the fifth wave, and then you'll have a 3-wave pattern for D, and then this will be ready to go up here for the E wave. So if we drill in, so far, I mean, we do have 3 waves, so I mean, the 4 could be in, but because I think, the S&P and the Nasdaq are going to go back up before they go down. I think this ABC, that's just the A wave of the 4th wave. And, this move down on the Russell here is pretty sharp. So I don't think all this is all the correction. So I don't think that's A and they came down here in B. I think they'll kind of chop around, go up, but then come back down and then go back up. So just like the S&P, I think that, would be perfect, because then you'd have a nice A, B, C for your 4th wave, and then at some point head down in 3 waves for the 5th and final wave. So, and I just like that it matches up with what I kind of see on the S&P and Nasdaq. I think be choppy. This whole area is just going to be really, really choppy. I mean, it's going to go up, it's going to go down, and it's going to go back up, and then and then it'll reverse and go down in 3 waves. So it's going to be in this range for probably most of the week. Just kind of chopping down, going up, and then starting to come down, and a lot of correction. So choppy week, but overall, I think there's still one more wave down. So definitely up above here, 1824, I'd be looking for one more wave down. Just like, if they do come down here, so maybe Monday they push it up, and yeah, this might happen in one day, actually, a little push up, push down. But if they come down in here, I'd actually be looking for the buy setup to go break the high, because even if this is 4 over here, if that ABC is 4, I mean, it's just going to come and break it for 5. I mean, I don't see it like going down massively. So even if you buy here, and they do break that low, it won't get too far away from you, and then you got just a whole ton of upside. So let them play this out, but down in here, I'd definitely be looking for a buy setup, at least up to here. All right, that's what I see in the markets. Hope that helps. Thanks for watching. Good luck. See you in the next video.